Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today we are here to do more stupid challenges. Things that normal people wouldn't do because there's no real point to them. But because I'm a content creator and I have no life and I like torturing myself? Question mark. We are here to do something very stupid, right? So a few months ago, maybe a month ago, I received a challenge from one of my treasured YouTube subscribers and Discord members, BendaBoss. And he wanted me to one turn in EX challenge quest. So I did, because I had just put out the video of me two-turning everything, right? So I chose the Light 2.0 team and one turn EX Orc. Now, with the advent of Toa and Benimaru, who I think was the people, well, I think I used Shizu, but, you know, Toa, full hand of oranges, 40 skill points. Hakuro, but also boosting the skill points that we get, right? So it allows us to use a few more skills. Well, that combined with the new Fire Benimaru, who does some instant damage, which is cool, but also buffs the orange orb damage by 50%, that can be pretty significant when you add on a few extra buffs, like, say, a magic attack buff and some crit. So, I have gone and I have done what was once laughably impossible. Like, if I went back 8 months ago and told you that I did this, I think I would kick myself in the balls. Because what I'm about to show you is my one-turn EX MILIM run. Now, it took a bit. It took a while. It took like an hour of resetting, because you need specific hands to open up with, and if you don't get it, then you don't get it. It's pretty much like I'm resetting for Jubilee, right? So I've got Toa. She's gonna, full orb change. She's gonna give us 40 points. She's gonna buff how many points we get on the oranges, which is cool. Not really important, though. We've got Valentine for our primary DPS against Space MILIM. Space, right? It's actually Wind MILIM's model, but whatever. We've got the hero for the rewind, because that's how we keep this in one turn, right? We have to rewind turn one when we have a good hand. We've got Fire Benny for that instant damage and the orange buff, since Toa's going to be changing everything to oranges. We've got Daggerel for some instant damage, trying to, make use of him in, other ways. And then I've got Soe in the back for secondary DPS, because he also has his own crit buff, which makes things actually run a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and play this clip, and I'll kind of show you how it went down. Now, like I said, this took an hour of resetting before I got remotely a good hand, because if I happen to get like a 5-hand turn one, I would do it, but then I'd only get like one Valentine orb from the rewind, which is not enough to kill. But here we get probably the luckiest that I'll ever get, which probably stole all my summon luck, because we start out with a full hand of blues, which, rewind buffs the blue gauge that you get on all orbs, which means that these blues are going to give us even more protection gauge. So we are set. All right, we're going to leave this here because I want the instant damage and I want the crit from hero, so we got to leave the turn. But this gives us double Toa, 80 skill points to play around with, alongside whatever skill points we just got from this turn. So we use the rewind. We sent 6 blues. Now we're rewinding, and now we kind of get unlucky because there's 4 blues here. But since we have double Toa, it doesn't matter, because we're gonna change 3 of those blues, and then the next Toa is gonna change even more. And we have 48 points plus 80 to play with. We have 128 points. So we're gonna use the magic. We're gonna use the instant damage. For fire, for Benimaru. And then we're going to start buffing the oranges. So magic resistance down, 9,000 instant damage, not great, but that's not the point. Now you can see the oranges are buffed. So now we're going to swap in Daggerel for Benimaru. Right, yeah, Daggerel for Benimaru. Eventually, because I'm thinking hard. I don't want to mess this up. We're going to use Toa, which is going to change almost all of the orbs, but give us 40 points, right? So now we're sitting at 58, which is enough to use the crit from, well, and we're going to use the instant damage from Daggerel first for 6,000 damage. Then we're going to use Toa. We're going to be at 83 points, which is enough to use the hero's crit buff. So we're going to put the crit buff on Daggerel and Valentine and the hero, which, you know, technically means we're going to be missing a unit that has crit in the back, being Soe. But Soe has his own crit buff. So we're not actually losing out. So we've given crit to Valentine and Daggerel. We've lowered the crit resistance of MILIM. We're going to crit, so we're going to give Soe his guaranteed crit. So now everyone is critting. Valentine has a magic buff. All the orange orbs are buffed. We've done some instant damage to lower her health even more. And now we're going to send 6 oranges that are all buffed up. And we're doing almost 10 and then almost 20k a hit. And the 200% orb from Val does almost 40k damage. And that, it still says turn 1 up there. You look at that. Oh, no, it went back. Hold on. It still says turn 1 right here when we kill. So it's a turn 1 kill. I don't care what you say about rewind. It says turn 1, it's turn 1. So this played out really, really, really well. Which means that most likely, by combining the power of Toa and Benimaru, you could probably achieve the same results with Hakuro and Benimaru. And you could also probably do this for all the other stages too, right? You could use a whole bunch of, you know, type DPSs, 3 of them, and then the hero, and then Toa Benimaru, and I could probably go one turn all the other ones at this point. I don't know, maybe. You bet your ass I'm gonna try. But there we go. The hardest stage in the game for a long, long time when the game came out. EX Conquest MILIM taken down. I've 2-turned her, I've multi-turned her, and now I have 1-turned her. So there's my stupid challenge. Please don't try and replicate it unless you really feel like doing it and sitting there for an hour trying to get that RNG. It literally doesn't matter, right? It doesn't affect the rewards. But it's content. And it really shows the power of the combo of Benimaru and Toa, you know, them combining for that extra damage and those points. So I thought it was pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know which conquest you want me to attempt to 1-turn next in the comments. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you later.